course text and especially lays a foundation for the way you'll be evaluated in this course, which is something called the 8 Competencies of Public Speaking. So I'm going to kind of touch on those 8 competencies and speak specifically to them as they relate to your grading rubric, specifically regarding developing and delivering a presentation. So let's get into them. Before we even do that though, is the question that I asked you to kind of think about in your course welcome when I talked about what is this course about, what's the purpose of the course, and that's also in our course description of the syllabus, and you were asked to review that already as well. But that is this idea of why is communication in the workplace important? What about it is something that is worth you learning how to do? And I want to kind of bring this up, and this is the Princeton Review had an article this past year ranking college majors. And what I want you to kind of let sink in is that the second highest ranking major was communication, just after computer science and before political science. So you could think about those other two as perhaps more hard skills, especially computer science being considered a hard skill. And communication typically is thought of as a more soft skill. As if that was a soft skill ranking, communication would definitely be number 1. And if you were to survey employers and future career areas, I think communication is something that's needed in combination with hard skills everywhere. In other words, if you're a computer tech person and you're writing software, but you can't convince someone that your software program is the answer to their problems because you have no skills with rhetorical strategies or you haven't had any practice giving a presentation, then you're going to have a really tough time despite those fantastic hard skills. So I want to let you know that this is something that you're doing that's incredibly important. You're building a skill for the future that you will use in your career, and I would say it will also benefit you in all your other classes regardless of your major. So this is exactly what the article said under the communication major area. It said communication majors tend to be great storytellers with quick wits and fiery personalities. You'll spend a significant amount of time scrutinizing different kinds of presentations, such as speeches and scripts, and the strategies behind those messages that speakers and writers use to make their points. You'll learn about verbal and nonverbal messages, audience reactions, and the varied effects or different communication environments. It will prepare you for a wealth of career options in business, advertising, human resources, public relations, government education, media, and social services. That was what they said is the reason they ranked communication number 2 so highly on a list that has things such as nursing and business. So what I want to tell you right before we dive in is that definition of a communication major perfectly describes what we're going to be doing in this class. Pretty much all of those things. You're going to become better storytellers. You will be evaluating speeches and presentations and considering your audience and your message and the way you're crafting it and the way it's going to be received and the environment you're giving it in. So all these things, despite the fact we're in the virtual environment right now, you will be getting to practice and building those